risk it, but I felt like she was connected enough.
Fair enough.
To know that he was ready to receive it.
Fair enough. Absolutely, and the data proves you're right. He didn't flip his lid. And, ... Did it really impact him? Did it really impact him? Because what science says is when we're in that flip lid state, we can't really learn. We hear, he's listening, but can we really learn? A better time to learn is when he's feeling safe, satisfied, and fully connected, the cortisol's level, and then we learn what to do instead, right? So, not bad, not wrong, but just to make your job easier, possibly remember the time to teach is later. In teaching pyramid, we have this curve. And we say the time to teach is here, and the time to teach is here. When Ryan's on your lap and he's really upset, it's all about getting that brain connected. And then later we teach. Before we teach, later. When they're throwing stuff all around the room, not a teachable moment, get his brain engaged moment, integrate moment, co-regulate moment. Co-regulate moment. That doesn't mean we don't ever address challenging behavior, but we don't have to shame and blame them. So if I coach you as a teacher, I come in and I videotape you, and I talk about your strengths. Like with Cordelia, we talk about her strengths. And then we think about, because we're all feeling good, everyone's regulated, we're feeling comfortable. What could you do instead here, Cordelia? What'd you think about what you said with the butt? And she's like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have said that. I want to do it differently. Next time what I'll do is catch him doing something well and say, now you're sharing the toys. That's being respectful. Because when we name the appropriate behavior, that's the best way to learn. Telling kids all the things they're doing wrong gets them experts at what they're doing wrong. Telling them when they're doing it right is when they learn what to do well. Connect and redirect. Just an offering. So you're going to get a chance to practice this now. So when I go to trainings, I hate to do anything that's active. I want to sit and listen and take notes. But I just heard information about 10 years ago that not everybody likes that. They actually want to do stuff. And I get a lot of feedback on my email saying, do role plays. So I'm going to offer you a role play. If you're somebody like me and you hate role plays, you don't have to do it. You can have a discussion about connect and direct instead. So I'm trying to meet everybody's needs here. But here's an offering for a role play, because we do learn about a strategy when we practice it. And the time to practice it in the here and now is a lot easier than when you've got kids running around. Okay? So there's two ideas about connect and redirect, which is horizontal integration. It's connecting the downstairs brain with the upstairs brain. The first scenario is you have a 2-year-old in your classroom, and he wants to play with the magnets that another child is using. He tries to take some, but the other child shrieks and pulls them back. The first child screams and pushes the other child over. Happens. Okay? So what would you do using connect and redirect? Not what would you normally do. What would you do to connect with the right, valid, you can look back on your notes there, if there's a slide that talks about what the steps are to connect and redirect. What would you do to connect and redirect? So one person plays the teacher, another person plays the child. If you're working in an infant classroom, and you could have a scenario, the infant educator is putting everything in her mouth and is having a hard time being soothed with distractions. So possibly you haven't connected first, you're just trying to redirect. So what's a way to engage the infant with connect and redirect? And clearly one person, adult's not going to act the infant, you can just be the observer and give feedback to the person on how well they connected and redirected, and then you can change roles, okay? So how can you help the child using connect and redirect? Have one person be the educator or teacher, and one be the child or the observer. And I'm just going to give you a few minutes to do this, and if you need the steps to connect and redirect, it's in the last slide. Okay? Go ahead.
She goes to the bathroom every time.
That's what I used to do. It's like, I don't know what to role play, I'm out of here. I'm not doing it.